Hey everyone, today I am going to talk about what you can eat or what's good for you to eat from a scientific nutrition perspective for lunch. We talked a little bit about breakfast and we'll keep talking about this throughout this year, but I wanted to focus on some healthy ways and healthy things that you can eat for lunch. And I told you guys in a previous video that a lot of times I don't eat breakfast if I'm doing intermediate fasting, or candidly, if I'm busy, I don't. I sometimes forget to tell you guys the reality of my life. I have 4 children. One of them is in graduate school, one is in college, and the rest are at home with me. And the 2 that are away at college, they're home a lot. I get to see them a lot. In fact, they've been home for Christmas over this month, and I've really enjoyed it. And I got to see them for Thanksgiving, I see them for summer, and they come visit and I go visit them. But daily, there's always things I have to do for all 4 kids, whether it's banking, insurance, fixing things, medical, or just getting up and taking care of them. And that's not easy. Someone told me one time it must be hard having 4 children, and my comment was it's hard having one. I think my life changed dramatically when I had 1 child, and it's a lot of work. No matter if you have 1 or you have 5 or how many you have, there's only so much time in a day. But my mornings are definitely impacted by the fact that I have kids. So sometimes I don't eat, not because I'm trying to lose weight, but I simply don't have time. And whether you have children or not, there's always things that go on in your life that you're busy with. And so sometimes not having breakfast isn't a choice, it's just something that happens. But it is okay every once in a while, in my opinion, scientifically, if you miss breakfast. Again, a lot of doctors don't agree with me, a lot of scientists don't agree with me. You know, one of the things you can do if you don't have breakfast is to take a product, a shake, or like I've worked on a formula called Form that's at Rain. It's a great vegetable protein shake that gives you the protein and the minerals and vitamins that you need. And if you don't have time, and that's easy to take, and I do that a lot of times. I'll take that in the morning. I always take a probiotic. I take Pure. It's another Rain product, but that's what I take in the morning. And then I usually will either not eat, or I will drink tea and have black coffee or water, or I'll have the egg and a slice of avocado and jalapeno, like I discussed in the last video. And then sometimes I'll deviate from that, but those are just typical days for me. And then when it comes to lunch, I do like to eat lunch, but I will tell you this, I cannot eat a big lunch. If I do, it really throws my day off. And my schedule is extremely busy. I am the Chief Science Officer of RAIN in 44 countries. So being in those 44 countries, there's things that are happening throughout a 24-hour day. There's a lot of WhatsApps, text, videos, business calls, research, and things that I am conducting and doing during those days. So it's not always, a standard morning or a standard afternoon. So sometimes my day gets thrown off. But if I do eat lunch, I feel lots better if it's a healthy lunch. And this year we're focusing on the good proteins, the good vegetables, the good nutrients, and what you should eat. So for lunch, I have to say I crave noodles all the time. So this year and last year, when I was handling things right, the noodles that I would choose would be the soba noodles. I also like to choose zucchini noodles and butter squash noodles. You can make those with a tool at home, or you can just boil them, or you can chop them up. Like another good thing to do if you're craving things that have to do with carbs, you can also use cauliflower or broccoli chopped up, or in noodles, where it's really not the carb noodles, it's a vegetable. So that's some of the stuff that I do. For example, today at lunch, I had cauliflower, and I added chicken and broccoli to it, and then I added a little bit of spice and jalapenos to it. So I was looking at about 200 calories. I ate actually less, because I ate about half of what I made. So I was looking at about 150 calories, and I was full. And it's kind of funny. You can eat 1,000 to 2,000 worth of calories in a meal and not be full because of what you choose, or you can choose something healthy and you're able to really your body efficiently will digest that and you do feel full. So another trick I have to really make myself feel full and to add flavor is I do the almond slices with salt and pepper, or the honey baked almond slices, and I add those to salads or to the noodles or to different things I'm making so that it tastes good. But things like tuna melts, those are really great for you. And I talked a lot earlier about breads and carbs and how some people really want the carbs. I understand that. Some people really need them because they need it for their body. So it's fine if you choose something, but just make sure you do it in moderation. Make sure that you use small amounts. And I'm sure you guys have heard the saying about your fist size. When you look at the size of food, you can look at how much you want, and you really should not have more carbs than like your small fist, because you need to focus on having the proteins and the vegetables along with that, and you'll get used to it. But you need to be excited about what you're making for lunch and what you're doing, and plan ahead. It's really, really important. Now that's hard when you're going out to eat, and I can tell you my vice, my weakness are chips and salsa and guacamole and cheese dip. I love Mexican food. I think besides my mother's food, it's my favorite. I also love Asian food, but I really, really love Mexican food. And so I have to make myself not eat the chips. And if you're gonna eat chips, again, choose 2 to 3 chips, but don't just keep eating them for your meal, because that's gonna be a horrible lunch. That's not what you need. You need, again, to focus on the good, clean proteins, non-GMO, things that are organic, or the things that are vegan, that are vegetables. I've told you guys on many videos I was vegan for 2 years. I felt great, but my body could not handle it. I became anemic severely and I had to have a transfusion. So it's really important that you understand your blood type and your body type and what to take. I also like to get my vegetable servings from Core. It's another product that I worked on. I take those, but you can make your own with spirulina, chlorophyll, chlorophyllin, different types of great algae that really can help your body. But you need to make sure you source them from a great place. One of the reasons I love taking the products, some of the products that I've worked on, is because I travel so much and I can carry them with me and take them as I go, and it makes things a lot easier. I tell people this a lot: make sure you take a probiotic during the day. I'm one of the scientists that really believe in that. I worked for a company called UCB on Crohn's and colitis and different diseases of the GI and the gut. I've had lots of issues, my family has, with our stomachs. I get that from my mother's family. And so it's really important that the flora and the microbiome in your stomach are healthy, because that helps the rest of your body. And your body is so important. It's your city. You're going to take it with you wherever you go. If there's anything I've learned from being kind of a gypsy or a nomad with my travel, it's that I have to take care of my body. It's the only body that I have, and it's my choice to take care of it, and it is a choice, and I want to take care of it. So when you eat lunch, when you go and eat lunch with friends, or you're in your office, or you're at home, make it exciting, make it fun that you're taking care of your body. I want you guys to look at it like this. When you go shopping for new clothes, you get so excited. Well, why not get excited about what you're cooking for your body, or what you're making, or what you're choosing for your body? Because that's what you're doing. When you go shopping, you get to choose a new blouse or a new pants or shoes. But when you eat, you're choosing what goes into your body and how it looks on the inside. So remember that when you put things in your mouth and when you eat them. And also, that brings us to a good point. When you eat, chew your food for a long amount of time. Sometimes people say to chew it 100 times per bite. But I'm going to tell you, at least try to do it at least 10 to 20 times every time you take a bite, rather than just swallowing. That will help you with your consumption. It will help with the digestion. It will help with everything you do too. And again, don't look at it as something that's horrible. Look at it as something that's exciting that you get to do for yourself. All right, enjoy your lunch. I hope you have something good. Text me or WhatsApp me or email me what you guys are eating. And also be sure to email me questions and things you want me to answer on these talks. Thanks so much.